BGN Aquariums Fishkeeper Club. I'm Russ, the host, and let's wait for some people to come in and see what gets underway. So it's a little bit mad, really, because it's a Fishkeeper Club, but we get people from all over the world who have a wide knowledge of fish keeping. The chat tends to go everywhere in the end. You know, we've discussed all kinds, so stick around, see what's going on. Here he is, Mike. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? I enjoyed coming into your stream actually, mate. The other night it was good. Sweet Acres Koi Farm, good evening. How are we? Dane, how you doing, buddy? Wonder if S will come in tonight. Right, I'm gonna guess. Sweet Acres, are you called Christine then, I take it? Yeah. I need to try and get all these names in my head. Okie doke. Just need to try and remember them all. I'm you know what, Mike? I'm really I'm a bit like, wonder if that woman will come in. Kind of been thinking about it today, thinking, where's it gonna go tonight? We'll see. We'll see. For those that are tuning in that don't know what I'm on about, watch the last hour. Watch the last hour of Saturday's stream. Good afternoon or good evening, Kim. I take it is actually good afternoon for you guys, isn't it? I hope so, mate. I'm just kind of intrigued. In fact, I was thinking it was S. Does it stand for stalker? But we'll see. Oh, mate. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy, isn't it? Told you, man. I'll have you off the streets and no time. Well, she said she was cooking rice, so yeah, that's what she said she was cooking, wasn't it? She said she was cooking rice, so you never know, mate. You never know. What's everyone been up to? I've managed to get 6 peppered cories in there and 6 peppered cories in the rainbow tank as well, which is all good. I've moved, finally got my act together, and I've moved the wave maker over to the other side, which seems to have, the fish seem happier. They're not munching away on me, on my lowers anymore. So I kind of didn't really want it that side. I wanted it to create more of a flow, but there's not much you can do. So I like peppered cories. That's why I'm kind of buzzing about it a little bit. Out of all the cories, pepper just have something about them. So yeah, I got 12, 6 for each tank. All good, all good. I have to remember my name. You just call me Sweet. You know what? That sounds good to me. It's my last name. All right, that's sweet. No problem. That sounds good to me. I take it, are you all in the States or Canada? Got Ken. So Friday night, we'll do Friday night stream, and then I'm just gonna try something afterwards. So me and Ken are gonna do like a live we're going to do a stream together on Saturday. I've had a look. I don't think Ken's even got a channel, but he just thinks we'll have a bit of a laugh. So he said, yeah, he wanted to come on and do a stream. So I said we'd do a live stream together on Saturday. But we're going to test it just to make sure it works Friday after the stream on Friday. So probably could do a couple of people staying around just to make sure it works. But yeah, it should be all right. Ken's the guy who does all the smoking. Did a shoulder pork dinner this weekend. It looked good as well. He sent me pictures. Good evening, Sam. How you doing, buddy? Illinois. Did you have a chance to look at that whale fish? You know what? No, Sam, I didn't. I've not looked. Just bear with me 1 second. So I've got my laptop, Sam. So over the past few months that I've been doing the live streams, I've been trying to build my watch hours up. So I've always had my laptop running over in the corner with the stream on, because it gets like, it puts hours on your watch time. So so now I don't need to anymore, because it doesn't matter. Watch time hours doesn't matter anymore. So yeah, I'm gonna put my laptop out. I was thinking about it today when I was working. I'm gonna put the laptop at the side of me, so now I can start like looking at things instead of saying, right, I'm gonna look at that later and forgetting. So Sam, stay with me because my laptop's just warming up, and I'll look at him. You know what? Just bear with me. You know what, Sam? I may have actually looked at him. You know, was it right towards the end of the stream? It was, I think, wasn't it? I may have looked at him, mate. Just bear with me, though. I will check. We'll check. Good evening, Brad. How are you doing? Right, just oh, why is it every time I go on Bing, it's like, oh, we've updated something? I'm not interested. Not interested. I only go on Bing to get Google. Oh, you know what? What a joke. What a joke. You know, Bing's biggest search is Google. I just think it's quite funny. Good evening, Ian. Thanks for joining us this evening. I hope you are well. Hope your pond's doing good. Time to get it covered over, I think, for the winter. Especially this morning. God, it was cold in Britain this morning. And I know, you know what, I say it, but I know you get it a lot colder in the States, but us English, we're like proper soft, really. When it gets too hot. When it gets to 80 degrees, it's too hot. When it gets to like 6 degrees, it's too cold. It's kind of what we do. I don't think we're never really happy with the weather, no matter what it is. Right, hang on a minute, what's going on? Just finally managed to get your tank scapes. Nice, Sam. I'm just catching up on a bit of chat. Cycling, Fred, takes about 6 weeks anyway, really, doesn't it? Unless you're using Goop or whatever it is. Wajid, thanks for joining us, buddy. Caradale, Palo, Africa, thanks for joining us from Mozambique. Hope you're all well. Right, let's just have a look at whalefish. For some reason, I've put whalefish and Google is saying whales. Are whales fish? No, I don't care about that. Why is it just showing me whales? Ah, whalefish. Is it like that, like an orange kind of thing, Sam? I think. Yeah, that's... Is it? I don't know. Is it that? Is it that? There. Kind of thing. That's the only thing that's come up apart from whales when I've just Googled it then. No. Oh, man. Right. Why is Google's being a bit of a knob, I think. Whoa, it's the same. You know what? I've gone on I've actually gone to Bing, and that's saying the same. And then there's some kind of like prehistoric African baby whalefish. Let's have a look what that says. Let's have a look. Ah, right, okay. I think I'm on it now. Let me see. I'll see if we're on about the right thing. Is it one of them? The angelfish behind me are stunning. They are, mate. They are. They kind of breed all the time, to be perfectly honest, mate. They are stunning, though. I want to get some red devils in there. I was thinking of getting rid of the angels, but yeah, but Sam, yeah, mate, they're proper weird, aren't they? Are you getting some of them, Sam? Do you say then? Or anyway, I've been thinking about getting rid of the angelfish and getting like tiger barbs in there instead. And but someone on Facebook's kind of like keeps posting pictures of these red devil angelfish. I don't know. I'm thinking about adding a couple of them in there as well. So, but yeah, they're constantly breeding all the time. Yeah, Sam. I'll be honest. I've never seen them in the shops. I don't think so. Anyway, it's kind of something you remember, isn't it? Unless you can get them on, like, I know Tropco. I was amazed at what they had on because I've never been on Tropco before. Because buying online's never really interested me because of the delivery here. So, but when I did look at Tropco, I was like, wow, it's kind of. I was amazed actually at the different kinds of stock of corridoras they had for a start. Pretty good. Get on Sims Tropical Fish. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that then. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'll still have a few days holiday at work. That'll be alright. Should you be buried? Only if you're a shrimp. That is correct, Mike. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Got a video coming out on Thursday. God, it's been a mad week. So my Sundays normally are like do my videos. But for some, I just could not get a topic in my head. Because like with rainbow fish, I've pretty much covered everything. You know what I mean? So, and I've got to try and stay on a niche of rainbow fish, but kind of want to expand, but I can't because YouTube algorithm needs me to stay as rainbow fish. So I was like, can't think of anything to do without being like repetitive all the time. I don't want to be a channel that just repeats the same stuff all the time. So I've had an idea. So I've kind of gone down the rainbow fish tank mates theme, but a species profile on the rainbow fish tank mates. So I am starting this week. So we've got Thursday afternoon, I've done a species profile video of the red-tailed black shark. So we're just trying to try and branch out a little bit, but stay in the niche. So yeah, it's just the way you've got to word it on things. But we'll see. So I didn't film it till last night. So yeah, I've still got to do all the editing on that because it's just like it's hard work. So I was interested. Is she in? Is she in? I thought, you know what? I thought she'd appeared then, mate. That's like, oh, mate, that on Saturday was crazy, mate, wasn't it? It was pretty crazy. You've already left your personal like. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Caradade. I wonder if because I'll be honest, I was thinking, does S stand for stalker? But she offered, she said I could go and see her in California, didn't she? So I'd go to California. So I think she said she was in California, didn't she? She did follow me on Instagram. So I actually. But just finished watching a few serial killer things on Netflix. That's how they start. You know what I mean? Gotta be careful, ain't you? The good part of the States. So yeah, it's mad. Proper. It was the last hour of Saturday's stream was just. It was crazy, wasn't it? It was crazy. It was just like I don't think anyone else put a message on. It was just there, wasn't it? We had put out a missing person notice. It was mad, wasn't it? It was mad. It was mad. But it was funny though. It was funny. Oh man, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. For anyone that's in at the moment, if you can like to stay around, see how it goes. This fish club meetings are like they just end up going everywhere. People come in and ask questions about fish. If I can answer them, happy days. But the conversation just goes everywhere, like boxing and football and stalkers. And yeah, so if you like what you see, click the subscribe button, put the notification button on. That just lets you know when we come online. We do 4 days a week on the live streams, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m. GMT, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, I think it is. And then on a Saturday, we do 2 p.m. GMT, which is 9 a.m. EST, I think. I'm thinking so. Anyway, that's what Google told me. I want to try and appeal to you guys over there. Let you know when I'm coming on. Like a tubu rainbow fish. I've been going down and getting an orange stripe down ahead in the evening. Yeah, Sam. it's a bit weird, really, mate, because rainbow fish are supposed to like breed in the mornings, and a majority of them tend to do so. But there is the odd ones that do kind of go evening time. Mate. My Susies do it. My blues kind of can do it no matter what time of the day. But yeah, they'll go like a really nice blue colour, and then the male does get that gold band down his head. If you watch it, it flashes pretty decent, mate. I love blues, Katubu's, mate. I love them. They are awesome. It's I suppose it's a good sign, Sam. To me, it's one of them, isn't it? If they're breeding all day, then they're happy, aren't they? So, am I just bear with us a sec, guys? Don't think we're charging. Oh, I can't be losing you. We're definitely not charging. Bear with us a sec, guys. Right, we have a problem. We have a problem because we're not charging, and the battery's gonna die. Why aren't we charging? Sorry, guys. Just we are having a bit of a technical problem. Why all of a sudden is nothing charging? Just bear with us. You're going to lose sound for a sec, guys. Right, for some reason, either my phone's not taking a charge at all, or there's something wrong with, my charger's not getting a charge for some reason. My why is it was working a minute ago, that's the problem. So just right, bear with me because I need to I need a charger from the phone. Just bear with me. We may have to use it now. Right, is there a way of just man, this is right, this is gonna be tricky. I'm gonna have to bring the light right over it. Right, the light might be an issue, but I'm not sure. Right. Oh, God. The things you have to do. So, where have I just put? Right, I'm hoping that I'm going to be with you in literally seconds. So if I just need to pull that out of there and put it in there, and hopefully, what? Yes, we're getting a charge. Oh, God, what a nightmare. Right, so it turns out, I think, my multi USB thing has decided to stop working, and that's just made me have to move that light. Oh yeah, the lighting's not great now. Sorry guys. Right, hopefully I'm back. Do you know anyone with high grade discus for sale? Josh, I only know one shop that sells discus near me. What grade though, mate? I wouldn't like to say. I'll be honest, mate. I don't know. I don't really know how. I don't know how they do grading on them, mate. I didn't even know they'd graded them, so. They do. Rainbows, male rainbows, do like spa and everything, mate. They're really good. You get a lot of fun out of rainbow fish. There's a lot. They do a lot. Rose valves been at it as well. Lots of eggs getting released. Yeah, mate. You know what? The good thing is, Sam, when you get loads of plants, some of them little eggs just manage to survive. And you start seeing those little babies knocking about. It's all good. It's all good. Cheers, Josh. Yeah, I did actually see you put that, Josh. I was like trying to work out where the failure was, but the light's not on the multi USB port. How do things just stop working just like that? It's mad, isn't it? Aqua Escapes. Good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Worried about my German blue rams though. They aren't looking too hot. Being a bit dark and sitting at the back of the tank. They come to the front eventually, but only for a short time. What's the flow like, Sam? The reason I say I had the same in my German blues, and the flow was a bit strong for them. When I put them in, they were great when I put them in because they went in this tank. German blue rams were what that tank was set up for. So I got 3, and what the male was absolutely spectacular, and so I had them in there, and there was detritus getting in the caves, so I had to put more filtration in. And once I'd put more filtration in, they just like darted away, stayed in the cave, and started like really going thin. And so I kind of adjusted the flow by moving the water up to the top, and it did sort them out, but decent flow. Just see if you can try and calm your flow down a little bit, Sam. I'm not saying that's what it'll be, but I did notice mine was struggling because they're a little bit too much flow. Move from the 125 to the 350. So that shouldn't really make a difference, mate. Maybe a little bit stressed with the move, but nothing really gets that. I don't really get that stressed, do they? It's not like a massive move, is it? What else have you got in there with them, Sam? There's nothing like bullying them, is there? Heading back to bed. Still recovering from food poisoning. Oh, God. You don't want any of that, sweet. Just what I'd expect. Well, sweet. I am so glad you did pop by and say hello. I hope you get better soon. There's nothing worse than food poisoning, is there? I know what you're going through. I'm celiac, mate. So I poison myself with food all the time. And like, I'll be honest, for the past like 2 months, I haven't been great. Can last for ages. So hopefully you get well soon, sweet. Thanks for joining us though. Yeah, I don't think I don't think mollies are really aggressive anyway, are they? But yeah, the only thing I put it down to, mate, is the flow, but just keep an eye on it. Like I say, mine suffered with the flow. like I say, it weren't a big move, was it? And they were all right beforehand. They are weird though, fish, aren't they? Sometimes you're just like, what? You can't get your head around what's going on. Just worth trying to tone it down a little bit, Sam. It is. You never know. It might bring them out. It might not. I'm keeping an eye on with a wave maker, because when I had the wave maker in the rainbow tank, when it was on the left-hand side, all the rainbows just dove to the bottom and just ripped everything up. All the plants just ripped them to shreds. So I've turned it off and they've come back up in the water. These are fish that are supposed to like flow. And then I've moved it to the other side and it's been running for 24 hours and they're all right. They're doing all right. It's just not where I wanted it to be, but yeah, you're right there, Myers. You do look after yourself, Christine, for sure. It's nothing. It's horrible food poisoning, isn't it? It's bloody horrible. So has anyone been out and bought anything this weekend? I've done quite a lot, me. Like I said, I've moved the wave maker, and I've added peppered cories. The peppered cories are pretty cool, to be perfectly honest. I'd show you, but we're on hardly any charge, because there's a few at the front right now. They all do. They are just like they just show together all the time. But I kind of out of them all, and when they glisten that silvery green, oh man, they're just amazing. Love them. Yeah, mate. Salmonella's not good either. I had going back. God, how long will it be? It's probably about 20 years ago. I had glandular fever. Ooh, God damn, that's not good. Glandular fever. I was bad for like a good 6 months as well. That can last for 5 years. I still feel the effects now. It's weird. I don't think I've ever truly got over it. Ever since I had glandular fever, if I get like a cold, it beats the living daylights out of me. No new purchases yet. What are you writing up? Some peacock gudgeons? Yeah, mate. Where are you, Sam, again? Where are you in the country? I bought fish on Wednesday last week. Yeah, mate, you've got to do, haven't you? Like I say, I went in the shop. I was like, right. They had it. They put on Facebook that they had peppered cories, and I've been after peppered cories. So I thought, because I was in that shop a few weeks ago, so it kind of made me think that they may have got them in because I'd said I'd not seen them for ages. So I was like, yeah, well, 12. We got 12. Yeah, 2 lots of 6, man. 2 lots of 6. To be honest, I don't know how many cories would be too much in a 60-litre tank. I was considering getting like 6 for the CO2 tank as well. East Anglia, nowhere near me then. Just wondering where you go and where you get your fish from. I'm always looking for new shops, Sam. I'm always on the hunt. I kind of ruined it. I took 2 weeks off work and spent all the time just going around to different aquariums now. So I've been to every shop around my area, and now it's like, I'm trying a new shop. Yeah, I do remember now. I do remember the Water Zoo, the Maidenhead. They're the ones, aren't they? Really, Maidenhead. That lighting's really crap now, isn't it? Just if I put the light in there, is that? Oh God, the lighting's really bad. If I turn it off, is that too dark? I'm just trying to leave it off. We'll leave it off for a sec. See, is it all right? I'm just gonna have to persevere tonight now because of this technical mishap. I don't really know. It was working when we started the stream. And it's just stopped. Modern technology. They have a marine section. I love it. We like where I am. We do have a marine shop, but I'm not quite sure if it's closed or not. But like some of the shops we go to, I'll go to one in Liverpool, and it's their marine section. Sam is just like, God damn, it's out of this world. It's out of this world. You walk in there, they've got tanks all around the walls. It's quite a decent size. Tanks all around the walls, all marine fish. And in the middle, there's like two big ponds, if you will, full of corals and oh God, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Then upstairs, fresh water. So you walk through like Millionaires Row first to go upstairs to the pauper section, which isn't really a pauper section, is it? But that's how it feels. And you walk out with your fresh water, and there'll be someone there buying a bit of coral for £1,000. Oh man, you're like, what? Just bought 3 plants for 12 quid. You know what I mean? Oh God. But I'd love to be in that position though. Yeah, it is better, isn't it? It is better. I might even stay like this without, in future streams. See how it goes. Just because when the lights start going out. But we'll see how it goes. I have 4 male bettas in separate tanks. Should I use methylene blue with every water change? I wouldn't, mate. No, I wouldn't have thought. Well, it depends. Depends. Where are you in the world, Alvin? Alvin, thanks for joining us. See, I was just about to answer that question from a UK point of view, but it depends whereabouts in the world you are, mate, and what kind of conditions you're watering, really. Do you need to use methylene blue in your water? That's the kind of question you've got to ask. Maddie Karimi, thanks for joining. Maddie Karimi, thanks for joining us this evening, buddy. Nice of you to pop along and say hello. Hope you enjoy. Washington, D.C. So your water's pretty decent, isn't it? I wouldn't have thought so there, mate, no. I'll be honest, I've never used methylene blue. I don't even think yet. I might be wrong. I don't even think you can get it in the UK. I might be wrong, though. Has anyone in the UK ever tried getting methylene blue? I did try once, and it's like you can't get it. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if it's, I don't know. It was ages ago. Might have just been looking for the wrong thing, but yeah, use water conditioner. That's good enough, Alvin. That's good enough, mate. Dechlorinator. Happy days. But yeah, methylene blue, mate, is kind of like the only thing I've ever known really methylene blue be used for in the aquarium hobbies is to stop eggs from moulding. Now, whether it's used with bettas because they can kind of get like a floss, can't they? Whether or not it's used for that, I don't know, mate. But I don't really see why you'd have to keep adding it. You can talk to me through here, mate, really. If you want to talk about something, mate, just do it through the chat. I think it's one of the ingredients in white spot. Oh, is it, Sam? I don't know if you can buy it. I don't know if you can buy it outright, methylene blue, nowadays in this country. Pretty sure I've looked it up because, like, when my angels were having eggs and that, when they're having eggs, that's a proper technical term. So when my angel fish were spawning a few years ago, I set up the shrimp tank for homing angelfish eggs, and I kind of looked, and I'm pretty sure I couldn't get it because I was going to get some. I was going to get some for to keep them right, but I'm pretty sure I couldn't get it. Tracy, thanks for joining us this evening. Ah, right. You know what? So you know what, Tracy? I'm so glad that you've said this. Can you get it here, Will? Right, I won't bother looking. Right, I'll go back to you, Tracy. I'm so glad you said this because a mate of mine said you can't comment. He said I've watched your stream and I can't comment, but you must only be able to comment through the app. So I'm pretty sure he said he had the app though, but I will have to check. I didn't know. I didn't think you could get it in it over here, Will. I don't get why I'm sure I've looked it up. It might be on something else. Anyway, good evening, Will. Thanks for joining us, mate. I hope you've had a good few days. Managed to get some peppered cories. So there's 6 in the rainbow tank, there's 6 in the angel tank. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, you've had a good few days, mate. I know you was in on Saturday, and I know like a few of us that were in on Saturday. And so Ken, the guy who's our like resident smoker, and I don't mean the smoke, these smokes the food, and so he's going to do a live stream with us on Saturday, so it should be quite funny because seems like a pretty nice guy. So that should be quite fun, really. We're gonna just after Friday's stream, we're just gonna try it so we know that it'll work on Saturday. So we're gonna do a bit of a test run. So if anyone sticks around when we finish at 10, like on Friday. So yeah, it's just a bit of a test run because it's times, isn't it? You see, because he's in the States, like these guys in the States, and I'm over here. Got Ron from Garage Aquatics. He wants to do a live stream with us as well. So I've kind of been emailing him today. So we've got a few things lined up, and I think Saturday is going to be the better time to do them. Not quite sure, but I think Saturdays are going to be the only time where we might all be able to get together and do it. So, so it should be good. You have methylene blue. That's not helpful since I'm in the States. Yeah, to be honest, Aquascapes, I didn't think you could get it over here, but I've been informed by Will that you can. I don't know what I was looking up then. I don't know. You've just started using catappa leaf. To be honest, I've just put a nice big catappa leaf in the shrimp tank. Because I've just noticed, like, over the past few days, some of my female shrimp are like proper buried up, loads of them. So yeah, I've got a catappa leaf in there at the moment. We were talking about it the other day. Alder cones. I think I know a tree where they can get a load of alder cones. Just out of interest, though, if you pick your own alder cones, do you have to dry them? And if so, is it best like done in the oven? Do you have to dry them out before you put them in your... Because you get them dry, don't you, obviously, and then you boil them, or you just alright... I suppose you're alright just to boil them up, aren't you, and then put them in, I suppose, and let them dry on the windowsill. We'll see. Well, I'm going to nip down. It's right near I know where they are. It's right near my mum's, so I'm going to go on Saturday and try and get them, if there's anywhere. I love using botanicals. Quite do. It's good. They are good, and to be honest, I am a big fan of like because all my tanks are all planted, so it's where to put leaves and that. I can put them in the rainbow fish at the tank at the back and all that, but like the little shrimp tank, big catappa leaf, it's just in there now anyway. Put it over an area that gets quite a lot of algae growth, so just help cut the light down on that for a bit. But yeah, get them little baby shrimp on there, munching away. What's coming up on the channel in the future? So this week, Q. So I'll be honest, mate, it's been a little bit mad. The channel is rainbow fish based, and it has to kind of remain rainbow fish based until it gets bigger, and then I can expand the channel. But you've kind of got to stay on that niche. But I also don't want to keep... I've been making videos on rainbow fish for 12 months. And you can only make so many videos on rainbow fish in 12 months before they all just start getting dead repetitive. And I don't want to be one of them channels that repeats everything. So I want to try and expand the channel. So I have done a little bit regarding the planted aquarium side, but I'm going to just hold back on that a little bit because I'm going to start doing my own fertilising, making my own fertilisers for the CO2 tank. So what I'm going to do with the planted aquarium side of the channel, I'm going to try and do it on the CO2, and we'll work together, try to work out the fertilising and all that, and see, like, we'll all learn it together really. So that's kind of like on that side. But for the rainbow fish side, which the channel's based on, I've been struggling coming up with ideas for videos because I don't want to be dead repetitive. So I was talking to a mate and saying this, and I was like, and while I was saying it, something came into my head. So I do a video there's a couple of videos on my channel that are rainbow fish tank mates, yeah. So I thought maybe do rainbow fish tank mates species profiles. So there's still the rainbow fish tank mate thing going on, but this week's video is an in-depth care guide and species profile on the red-tailed black shark. So that'll be out on Thursday, Q. But hopefully it's I can kind of like branch off a little bit and do other fish, even though it's kind of ties back to the rainbow fish. I'm trying to con the algorithm a little bit to let me do a little bit extra. You know what I mean? You can only make, how many videos on rainbow fish can you make in 12 months without being repetitive? So that's that. And then do the live streams as well, Q, as you know, because I know you've been in before. 4 live streams a week. Trying to knock out maybe 2 short videos in a week as well. Try to look at getting something launches on this channel every day, Q. So I'm proper busy. Really, really am busy. I've stopped. The partnership with the Facebook group stopped today. So, because I don't really get the time to do it anyway, but the guy who runs the group said it wasn't benefiting the group. So I felt a bit annoyed, to be perfectly honest, because for 6 months I put a video every day on that group. So yeah, because in the past couple of months I haven't really put much on there, but I have been mad busy with the YouTube, because the YouTube channel's grown quite fast in the past 2 months. So I've been really busy doing that, because that's got to be my main concern. Yeah, and he was like, "Oh no, it's not benefiting the channel." So right, you know what? I'm not bothered. Not bothered. I'm just a bit annoyed though. When I finished like messaging him, I thought, you know what? A bit cheeky that really. For 6 months, a video per day went on there. Just like, so does anybody know, if you leave a group on Facebook, does everything that you've ever posted on that group go with you? Is that how it works? Blue meth. A bit of blue meth would be alright, wouldn't it? I'm going to stop using methylene blue. Myers, do you ever use methylene blue over in the States, mate? Because I don't really think you have to, do you? Oat leaves are your favourite, Billy Bob. Thanks for joining us tonight, Billy Bob. Oh, I need to catch up on chat quite a bit here. Have you used hydroponics in the aquariums? To be honest, Mayan, thanks for joining us as well, mate. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. I've grown peace lilies out of the back of this before I put a lid on there. And it's great. The only problem is you kind of got to have a light up at the top for them to grow to, otherwise they just fade off. So I have kind of done it half-heartedly, mate. I managed to keep peace lilies in there for a few months, but due to the lack of light, they didn't really do that great. But I know you can grow all sorts, can't you? I know sweet potatoes, ginger. all kinds, but I haven't. If I was going to do it again, I'd do it with plants again. But yeah, like I say, it'd have to be, you need a light up for them to grow to. I thought I may get away with just the light at the side and the reflection off might be enough, but it wasn't, so. Do you, right, so Maya, they were asking if they need to use it when they're doing water changes on their betta tanks. Would you use it? I think it was Alvin. Would you use methylene blue if you was doing a water change in the States? Because like in the UK, I've never heard of like having to do that, but everyone's water's different, isn't it? That's the thing. Have you got baby Hillstream loaches, Tracy? I love. I know we discussed it on the last one at the Choyawood. I love it. I love Choyawood. You also boil them when it takes the tannins out. I did put one in because I wanted it to sink straight away. So I did boil it for like 5 minutes. But yeah, mate, it brought all the tannins out rapidly. But yeah, I managed to get it in there straight away then. But there is quite a few shrimp in there at the moment. That shrimp tank's thriving at the moment. Yeah, Tracy, you need to watch my you need to watch my videos for sure. There's loads, Tracy, on there. There's species profiles for the rainbow fish that I have. Loads of care guides, loads of different things. If I do say so myself, pretty good. Because I've got it, Anna. I've got it. But yeah, you need to, like my Bozeman's, I've got 4 male, 4 female. The only reason I've got only 4 female is because you can't get hold of them. You can't get hold of females. It's like, I take it the breeders kind of hold the females because the males sell and females breed money for you. So right, so I am kind of right. As I did think it was hard to get hold of. The kids have been drinking it and getting a blue TikTok trend. Oh, what is it? What is it? It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? So years ago, like me growing up, my dad was a copper. I wanted to be a copper, and I joined like the special constabulary when I was like 20, and I was posted to Manchester Town Centre. So you can imagine what you see in Manchester Town Centre. And we were going down like the canals. There'd been rumours that kids had been down there doing gas, right? Yeah, which is like gas bottles in it, taking the gas off them. And I go down there, and there's these 2 lads off the face on gas, and there's like floating tins in the canal of Mr. Sheen, which is furniture polish. I'm like, have you been taking the gas on them lads? No. And honestly, you should have smelt the breath. Honestly, just smelt of furniture polish, and you think, what is going on with these young kids, man? Drinking methylene blue, taking Mr. Sheen. Crazy, isn't it? Content creator starter pack, which includes merchandise, ebooks, and also selling equipment. I've never heard of it, mate. I've never heard of it, Qua. I would, if I was going to start on anything, I'd look at doing the vidIQ one though, because I know that's really good. But at the moment, mate, no, I'm just churning away. I want to try and design a logo for the channel as well. But I'm not great at doing any of that. Tried doing it on AI, but I can't find anything I like. Actually, the one that you sent me, Will, is the best one. I can't get anything. It's just like, I've got a picture of me with my arms on my tanks like that, which I've used in thumbnails. But I want that just like AI cartooning, if you know what I mean. But I don't really know how to do it. With them BGN Aquariums going across it somewhere, or just BGN, whatever. But yeah, we'll get there in time. Good evening, Jake. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I hope you're well. Loads and loads of Hillstream Loach. Oh, there. I've never had Hillstream Loaches, to be perfectly honest. What they like with snails and shrimp and like fry. What they like, you know, it's the loach bit that scares me really more than anything, Tracy. What they like though, or are they pretty timid? Because they're quite ferocious algae eaters, aren't they? I think I need females from there. Need small ones. I can't, like some of the rainbows. I can't get red rainbows. I just can't get them. You can get them online, but I just can't get them in any of the shops. We all have our vices. But Mr. Sheen is a whole nother level. I know, mate. Mr. Sheen. Unbelievable, man. I mean, you know, like, if you can't get Mr. Sheen, you've got to go for Pledge. But nothing beats Mr. Sheen. Spray furniture polish, guys. I don't know if you have Mr. Sheen in the States, but it's furniture polish. It's like, in all fairness, his teeth were like proper shiny, but it was like so bad. How about a cartoon version of myself? I'm a bloody cartoon version of myself already, mate. But that's kind of what I want. It's just like me standing in front of the tanks, like cartooning, and then kind of just making like a nice, attractive logo. I put it out, right? I put it out on Facebook that I wanted a logo making, and loads of people came. Oh, we'll make your logo. We'll make your logo. So I was like, how much though? No one would give me a price. So all right, you're saying, okay, then go and make me a logo, and then they charge me $1,000. I'm like, I ain't paying $1,000, mate. There's no way in the world I'm paying $1,000. I just want kind of like someone to go, yeah, I'll design you a logo. I'll do that, and it'll be X amount. Kind of, but DM me a pic. Will, I will do that, mate. Thank you so much, mate. Honestly, you're a legend. I will do, mate. I'll throw it over on WhatsApp. Not WhatsApp. I don't mean WhatsApp. I meant Instagram. I know what I mean. No one else ever knows what I mean, but I do. Are you in the UK queue, are you? We have, to be honest, it is quite a good... I find all the fish community is pretty decent, though. You get the odd fool, don't you? But I joined Ron on his live stream last week, like just watching him, and they were saying then it's quite nice, the fish keeping community. You're gonna get the odd tool, aren't you? But it's quite nice. It's quite a nice community. Red rainbows were a rumour. It's the Iranians. To be honest, I kind of... One of the main reasons I think shops don't get them is because when they're young, they look really tatty. They don't look good at all. And they're like ugly ducklings. And then they grow into something beautiful. So I don't think shops get them. And I never realised this. And last time I saw them, which was like a couple of years ago, I saw 6, but they were all like, look crappy. I'm not getting them. Look crappy. But apparently that's kind of how they are when they're young. So I missed the opportunity, and it's the last time I've seen them. I've got some snails in there. There are 4 adults, about 30 babies in different sizes. Wow. They're strange looking. There's babies. Are they? Are they really strange looking babies? I was quite surprised that angelfish out there fry like kind of like a bit lengthways and then they fatten out. I think angel fry are a little bit weird. Trop code do, I know, Dane. I may have to bite the bullet. I'm gonna take if I have got some time off work still due to before I've got to take before the end of the year, then I might look at getting some delivered. It's just like I say, the delivery system is bad. Yeah, passage. Shrimp would be good with them. I think we're supposed to keep the water really cold for the little streams. My babies are braver than the adults. Right, so they like cooler water. Now they might not fit in mine then really. Cause like that one's 80, 82. That one's 78. I think the shrimp's on like about 74. But the shrimp tank's only small. I do like Hillstream loaches though. There's like a bit of flow, don't they? I know when you see them like in the shops, they're always kind of in front of the filter out inlets. From the green pastures. A local fish shop on the babies. Nothing without being able to get tank feeder. A wild caught. I didn't plan it. Just happened. I do love them. It's good that you've got them breeding then, isn't it? I've done the research on like the red-tailed shark. I always try and research the videos before I put them out just to make sure everything I put out is true. And I was kind of like, I know they are aggressive, or they can be. Not all of them are aggressive. Mine isn't really aggressive. He's pretty cool. He's pretty chilled. Some of them are a nightmare. I know you can only have one though, because they're a bit like bettas. They kind of fight a hell of a lot. But yeah, I was kind of surprised at one. They are critically endangered in the wild, and really you can't breed them. You do get breeders. Everything we buy in the shops are all farm bred, so you do get people farming them. But to breed them just in the home aquarium, impossible, because they just fight all the time. So it's like, yeah, I was kind of surprised about it. I know like you only can have one, but I didn't realise breeding them was like near impossible. So I take it. So I can't remember who it was we had in that. I think it was Rainer. Came in and he was saying about breeding bettas, because if you put them in the same tank, obviously like bettas, male and females, will still have a bit of a battle. And it keeps the female in a jar floating in the tank so they can see each other. So I take it, is that how they breed the sharks? I don't know. And they are like egg layers, so it'd be nice to see though, because I don't think I've ever had a tank where I've not had a black shark in it. I kind of love them, and I've never had a problem with them being aggressive. Like mine, for about 30 minutes after feeding, he can kind of think that any remnants of food in the tank are his and no one else's, and he spends that much time chasing stuff away from food that someone else eats the food. It's quite comical, but that's the only time he shows anything. But they are territorial. But I think with the heavy planted like scene, it kind of dissipates any aggression. He's pretty cool, man. I mean, like if he does have his moments, as soon as he go in the plants, he's lost them anyway. Oh, that's good, Tracy. Where are you in the UK as well, Tracy? I like to kind of see where everyone's at. Red-tailed sharks are aggressive. Yeah, Q. They're not. They're not all aggressive, mate. It depends on the individual. It's like with bettas, isn't it? You can get bettas that are like pretty placid, and you can put shrimp in with them and all kinds of them in the sound. Then you can get some bettas that'll just like savage everything. It's the same with the black sharks, the red-tailed sharks. Some of them are aggressive, some of them aren't. I don't know whether that is anything to do with when you introduce them into the tank. It may be. It may be. My black shark was pretty much the first fish that went into that tank. So he's always been in there. So I don't know if he's never been in there and had to fight for a territory. He's just like, he's kind of just, it's always been his. So, but he doesn't, yeah, he's never really messed about with anything else. So it's not really that. He's never been aggressive. I've never seen him injure anything. Otherwise, I'd have to move him out. But he is stunning though. Yeah, I do like the blue eyes myself, mate. I've seen them once, but I didn't get any. I've seen them once, but at the time my rainbow tank was kind of like well stocked. But they are stunning, mate. They are stunning. It was the fork-tails that I'd seen in BGN Aquariums in Wigan as well. They were stunning. Red-finned ruby shark. They're the same, Dane, but I don't know what they're like. I take it they're the same aggression-wise, but you can't put one in with the red-tailed. Quite ferocious. I think it's because of the shark name. A lot of it. They are boisterous. He is like mine. He can be boisterous, but he's so like it's that gliding through the water shark thing. They kind of they always kind of seem like they're moving about, looking for a bit of trouble. You know what I mean? Like shark are like always seem like they're on the prowl, don't they? And the first thing you do is like you see a shark. If you saw a shark swimming towards you in the water, you think, oh shit, don't you? You know. So when you see them, they kind of like look like they're always on the prowl. But like I say, it's more the individual. But you've got to just watch because the rubies are the same, I believe. I've never had a ruby shark though. I've always gone with black red. Because just like, I don't know why, whether it's just because of the water around here, but they do go, oh God, they go so black. They go so black. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you because he is out at the moment. I'll just dink you around. There he is. He's he's just spectacular. He likes to kind of show off to the camera as well. But yeah, he's awesome. He is like, yeah, he's something else. So yeah, that's this week's video. It's all about them. So I'm kind of hoping I get away with it with making it out like it's rainbow fish tank mates. You know what I mean? Got to try, ain't you? In Birmingham. So what's the water like in Birmingham then, Tracy? It's quite soft here, and I know it's quite hard, like down Kent and that. So what's it like in Birmingham? Probably been asked lots. What does the BGN stand for? It's just an abbreviation of my surname, Qua. He is stunning, isn't he? He is stunning. Like I say, I don't know if it's just because the water around here must be like perfect for him. But yeah, he's so good. He's so good. Like, it's just a shame you can only have one, because you can have you can have loads. You might get away with it if you throw 20 in there, because that dissipates the aggression as well. But you can't just have like 2 or 3. But if you could have 6, if they're schooled together, 6 of them patrolling about, like the way they patrol, it'd just be phenomenal. I kind of like, if no one not guessed, I kind of I like to have fish that shoal together. It's just that So what's going to happen in there as soon as when I find at the moment cardinal tetras in the UK are a little bit expensive. It's annoying. I want to throw another 20 cardinals in there minimum. Do you know where to Oh, I don't, mate. The Brain, thanks for joining us, mate. MNC Aquatics, thanks for joining us as well. Hope you're both well. Are you in the UK, the Brain? Try online, mate. I would have thought, if anything. I thought it was hard, but found out it's quite soft. Right, so a good way of telling is if you get lime scale in your kettle. You're jealous of my water. What they could TDS is 350. Right, honestly, my water. I'll if I remember on Saturday, I'll show you. We'll do an API water test on my source water, and it's incredible. It's round about 6.5 to 7 pH, 0 GH, 0 KH. It's incredible. And I have a TDS meter as well. You know what? I have a TDS meter. I'll do a TDS now on it. In the USA, Brain. Just bear with me one sec now, mate. See, I'm in the UK, buddy. Not quite sure where you'd buy stuff like that in the UK. We do have some American guys in the chat, though. It may be able to help you out. Just try to find my TDS meter. Here we go. Right, so let me get a glass. It's crazy, isn't it? How the water's different in different areas. I know down south it's really chalky, isn't it? Right, so I've just filled a glass of water, and we're back. We're back. One glass of water. On TDS meter. Right, you ready? Right, so I don't know if can you see that? There you go, there's my TDS. 40. Mate, how mad's that? Told you. Nothing in it. There's nothing in it. TDS top trumps, that's it, mate, innit? pH nearly 9. Wow, what are we at? But yeah, mate, I'm practically like bloody RO water coming out of the taps, I suppose. I don't really know. I don't really know what RO water is, but it sounded good. I think RO water is like 0 everything in it. I lost all my Central American cichlids that have grown out since the pandemic. Oh man, that's a shame. What's caused that, Brain? If you was a copper back in the day, did you ever see any crimes relating to the pet industry? Or something that doesn't really happen? My dad did, mate. Right, so I won't mention a name for, like, obviously we're on YouTube and it's like legalities and stuff. I wouldn't want the video tainting the thing. But there's a well-known fried chicken place, yeah, shall we say, and I believe a colonel works there. Now, I'm 51 and I didn't try that particular brand of fried chicken until I was 28, right? Yeah, which, like, I started seeing this girl and she was like, do, and I was like, never had it. She's like, what? You've never had? I was like, nope. And she's like, well, I've got to do it. So That's the first time I had it, and that was because my dad had done a raid. Obviously, it was a copper. He'd done a raid on one of their takeout places in Salford, and he had frozen dog bits in there, and they were selling like frozen or cooked dog. I was like, huh? So it kind of, yeah. So I'd never had KFC. It kind of like proper put me off. That's the only, like, that's one of the mad stories my dad used to tell us, mate. I was a special, and they put me in Manchester Town Centre, but they mainly used us as kind of like bodyguards for the prostitution area. So you just like be walking around the streets where all the like the red light districts. That's kind of what they had us doing. So yeah, do that on a Friday night. Walk around the streets in the red light district, and then you go out around town Saturday night, and all the women that frequent the red light district know you by name. Really, really, really good when you're out with your mates. So yeah, that's there you have it. Told you, things don't always get discussed about fishing here. I've paid for our roll with double that. Seriously, Will. Our roll with double that. Honestly, it's madness, isn't it? That's madness. My water is madness, mate. And it's been like that for years, because I do test it regular. I know it's like there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. Like I say, on Saturday, we'll do a pH. I might not be able to do a full one, actually. I'm thinking I might have run out of GH. But yeah, we can do a KH on it anyway, but unbelievable. Change in general cure. I had shrimp GH to my shrimp tank. When a water change, I was advised for soft water. I recently had a heater where I saw a rainbow fish. I'll need another tank. He will outgrow. He'll grow to a good 8 centimetres as well, mate, at least. It's weird with the shrimp, isn't it? Because, like, shrimp just want stability more than anything. But, like, I'm generally slightly adding, like, stuff for GH to my shrimp tank just to help with the shedding of the exoskeleton, if you will. You're going to go and measure yours now? Yeah, mate, let me know what yours is. It's just mad, isn't it, how it's so different. You think water would be water, wouldn't you? But it's just not. I was watching a video of keeping fish simple. He mentioned your name. Did he? And a few other content creators have as well. So I think you're creeping up there. Q, is that... seriously, mate, has keeping fish simple mentioned my name? That I'm gonna have to start watching a few other people's content, because every time I go on YouTube, I'm just like doing my own stuff. Q, that's thanks for letting me know that, mate. I really appreciate you letting me know that, because I know it's like I've got a good few people from the States coming over now, so whether or not like I'm kind of getting to be known over there a little bit. So I've got the live stream on Saturday with Ken, and I've looked. I don't think Ken's even got a channel. He just wanted to come on and do a live stream because he thinks we'll have a laugh. So that'd be good. So yeah, that's nice to know. Thanks, Quaff. I really appreciate it letting me know that. That's nice when something like, especially like keeping fish simple. He's quite massive, isn't he? So yeah, mate. That's I'm kind of, I don't really know what to say, mate. I'm kind of a bit shocked. I'm gonna have to have a look at some other people's content. good. Amanos seem to be able to live in everything, Tracy, don't they? The first time I got a Mano shrimp, right, and no word of a lie, so I was a bit cautious with a Mano shrimp because I don't like spiders. As if you've like been in the stream before, you'll know that. And they have the same legs as spiders, don't they? So they kind of freak me out a little bit. When I got them, they were like, look, they jump. And one jumped out and went down the sink, and I got him out. I got it out the U-bend and put it in a tank on its own, and it was buzzing. It was like falling in the U-bend with all the sludge and everything, and yeah, and it was fine. I don't think so, Will. Not that I know of. It doesn't tell you who subscribes to you though. The only time it tells you if it's a subscriber is if the person who subscribes has got it's kind of like there's a little tick button that you have to press that, and it's like it's the keeping your subscription secret or whatever. It's something like that. Depends if they've got them, but if they've not got that, then you don't really know who's subscribed. So you can't check who your subs are. But yeah, the Yamano shrimps, they're just like proper solid. I struggled with cherry shrimp for ages, and then I got my mate. I'll show you his book because I appreciate. He's helped me grow my channel, guys. The guy who wrote this book, helped me grow my channel to got to where I am today, and hopefully more. So like Richard James, he's got the YouTube channel Fishkeeping Answers. He's a shrimp guy. Go and check him out. I think he's got a book coming out. I think it's this Monday on bettas as well. So I'm going to buy that. But you can buy that in so you can buy it as an ebook and you can buy it as paperback. I actually have it as both. I bought it as an ebook at first because he didn't do the paperback, and then you buy that from Amazon, and they kind of print them off as you go. So it's quite a good thing. But that book, to me, that's the shrimp keeper's Bible. I'll be honest. And since reading that and watching his videos, my shrimps just like turned around. My shrimp tank's just like teeming with shrimp. I made a little shrimp trap and transferred shrimp over into the CO2 tank, and now they're thriving. There's loads of babies in the CO2 tank. There's at least 2 female in there that are buried as well, so everything's looking good. Spotted a couple that are saddled, so it's weird with shrimp, innit? I struggle so much, and then just the odd little tweak, and they've gone from like dying to just like explosion of shrimp. Yeah, he's good. I followed him after you. Honestly, Tracy, his videos are awesome. He's a proper nice guy as well. I might approach him and try and get him on doing the fish club as a guest, like one day, because he's so good. But yeah, anyway, if anyone goes and watches him, just say like I just sent you over, because I do tell him that I mention him quite a lot in the streams and that, because I gave up doing the YouTube like 12 months ago, and he taught me back into it and got me to narrow the niche down to rainbow fish. And then in the past 12 months, I've gone from being a nobody YouTuber to getting monetized last Thursday. And then like Qua tells me that some massive YouTubers have started talking about me. So it's a bit mad. I'm kind of a bit like shocked. Richard put me back onto fish and shrimp keeping after a decade out. He is. His videos are dead interesting, mate. And shrimp fish keeping's an addiction, isn't it? We all know this. I was talking to Dane earlier on Insta, and like shrimp keeping is just an addiction. Fish keeping is an addiction, but it's like, I think shrimp, aren't they like from going like from heroin to crack or something? You know what I mean? It's another level of addiction, isn't it? It's just mad as hell. Shrimp are just addictive, and then when you see one buried, that's like, yes, you kind of feel like you've kind of won the jackpot on the lottery when you see them buried, because you kind of know, right, it's going on in it. And then when you see young as well, it is very simple to follow. Yeah, mate, I've got a lot of time for Richard. That's why I'll always like put his book out and say, everyone just, I think the book cost me like £12 on Amazon, and it's the Shrimp Keeper's Bible. That's kind of how I look at it. It's amazing, and there's everything in there, even like bloodlines for the different colours and that. It's like, there's all sorts in there. What you buying tomorrow, Dane? It is addictive. It's crazy. It's crazy. I did come out of the hobby for a little bit and then came back into it, but I didn't have one tank for long. I've never had one tank for long. When I came back into it, I got the rainbow tank, and then I went to the shop to buy a smaller tank to put fry in it, and came out with that's like, the rainbow tank was 240 litre. Went in the shop to buy a smaller tank and come out with a 300 litre. And I'd go bigger if I haven't got the room. Don't be shocked, you deserve it. You've helped me a few times in that group on Facebook. I know, Tracy, Tracy, I've actually just left that group. It kind of annoyed me a little bit. I've done loads on that group, Tracy. As you'll know, I've posted videos for a good 6 months, and then he sent me a message earlier saying that it doesn't benefit the group anymore. So I was like, kind of, to be honest, pissed me off, because I put a video on there 3 weeks ago, all about shrimp, right? And I know everything in the video. I know it was right because it came out of there. And it took me like 8 hours to do the video. So to come back 3 weeks later and say there's no benefit, I just it didn't even like click like on the video, or even like say thanks for doing the video. It kind of pissed me off. Like, full day on it. So yeah, when he said they were ending the YouTube thing, I was like, yes, nice, okay then. One less thing you have to worry about. I thought, to be honest, Tracy, when I saw your name, I thought you was the person I spoke to before. But yeah, he's what I used to do, all the short videos I'd make for the channel, I used to put on the group as well, and he used to get them like a day before they went on the channel. So he's lost out on that now, because I've actually left the group. I'm not sure on Facebook, because I'm kind of new to Facebook. But if you leave a group, is everything you've ever posted on the group leave with you? Kind of hope so. So, kind of, I was their top contributor for 6 months. They've just lost it. So, I saw the work you did. They're on this show. They can be critical. You know what, Tracy? You know what? Right, with me, the rot set in, right? Yeah, because I saw on there loads of people were asking about euthanasia, right? And no one discusses euthanizing fish, right? So I did a video on euthanasia, right? Yeah. And I said to Craig, I shouldn't say his name. Anyway, I said to him, done a video on euthanasia for the group, and I post, and it was like, didn't really seem that interested in it. And I was like, right, okay. So I put it on I put it on my YouTube channel, and it's like the least controversial video you could make on euthanizing fish. And yeah, it kind of annoyed me that he kind of refused it. So I made a short to promote that video, and I just posted it on there, and he kicked it off straight away. So it was like, kind of, when you put the time in to make videos and then they refuse them, and you're doing it for free when you work a full-time job, you do full-time making videos for Facebook as well, for YouTube as well. Yeah, it kind of annoyed me a little bit, to be honest. So I kind of just like left the group. Thought, well, if I can't post links to my videos on your group's no more use to me anymore. So tough. I have removed a few of the videos anyway. Especially, I'll be honest, the shrimp one went straight away. As soon as he done it, I went, you know what? It proper annoyed me. Quite a good 8 hours work into that shrimp video. 8 hour clips on 8-second clips on YouTube Shorts can take 2 hours. So you film the tank for an hour and then you've got to watch it back and you've got to find something. You might not even find anything worth putting on there. So they all take time. Doing a shrimp video, do the research, make sure it's all right. I've got it all out of Richard's book, got all the research, and then like you read it all out. You maybe like sometimes you get like tongue tied, so you do it again, and then you've got to edit it and make it all right and get it all good. And it takes 8 hours. It's just like a full day's work. And then the care came back with that today. I'm like, gee. To be honest, quite right. I've been thinking the same. Like, I would like to kind of do, like maybe. So I want to try and do the dry start method on moss, which is blending moss with water, so you get like a green paint, and painting it on wood, and then like keeping it moist, and the moss then grows on the wood. And I believe it's just a better way of doing it, and I'd love to do that. And maybe while I'm doing the video for that, Richard did a video breeding like blue cherry shrimp to put in there. It is something I have thought in my head. I've never approached him on it, but where he could do a video saying he's going to do this, and then, you know, I have thought about it, mate. Yeah. To be honest, Qual, we do. He promotes my videos quite a lot, and I promote his channel and his book a lot as well. He does. He promotes. A couple of weeks ago, he promoted one of the live meetings that we do, and he always checks in, mate. So like last Saturday, we did a 5-hour stream, and about 6 o'clock, he messaged me like, "Have you just done 5-hour stream?" And then, like, when I got monetized on Thursday, he was like, straight back, congratulations. And he said, I know you've put some work in it. And then the past 2 months, I have. That's why I've not really been much on the Facebook group. But I have really, like, proper worked hard on the YouTube in the past couple of months. That video was such a great video. I think I commented on your Instagram. Yeah, mate. I think you did actually, Tracy. Yeah, it's like the least controversial video ever, and it's like, so if so, the people that are in who've not seen the euthanasia video. So there's different ways of euthanizing a sick fish, but there's only one way that's recommended by the RSPCA. So I'll go through all the methods and why they're not recommended, and it's just not controversial whatsoever. And then I don't kill any fish in it. And then I kind of go through how the RSPCA recommend it should be done. It's the least controversial video going on euthanasia. And the topic alone got me banned from a couple of Facebook groups, so Tracy. So, but I think that kind of peed him off that I'd done that. But it was like, he didn't even watch it. He didn't even watch it. So I was like, I put it on my channel instead, and I was like, watch it. And I don't even know if he watched it. It was like, if you want me to upload it, I'll upload it. When he never got back to me. So it is a great video. It is a great video because it's one of them subjects. It's one of them subjects that people don't want to touch on, and if no one touches on the subject, people do it wrong. If people actually say, right, this is how you're supposed to do it, then people know, don't they? It's just crazy. Roblox guy, thanks for joining us, mate. Oh, is it Roblox? Roblox, I think it's Roblox, isn't it? How are you doing, buddy? Now you've counted how many fish you got. You know what, Roblox, right? Yeah, the mad thing is, I don't know if anyone else does it, but I've done it. So I did it loads of times yesterday, and I even did it when I came home tonight. So, you know, when you buy new fish and you throw them all in, and how many times do you count them in a day? So I got 12 peppered cories, there's 6 in that tank, 6 in that tank. I counted them easily 4 times yesterday. Came home from work, walked through the front door, went to the rainbow tank, counted to see how many cories I could see, and then came to this tank and counted how many cories I could see. So yeah, mate, you do count them. You do count them. But it's hard to count them all. I've asked them to stay still so you can count them, but I don't think they can hear you. That's all it can be, innit? You'll get the blue nails one day. I do want them, Will. Do. I think that I wanted blues in the CO2 tank, and I'm dead impatient. Went to the shop to get blues, didn't have blues, came back, made my little shrimp trap and put reds in there. That's what you're doing, it. I'm just like dead impatient. My top 5 bucket list fish. Right, so the number 1 bucket list would be a marine tank, mate. So, and whatever would go in that. But definitely would, like in the marine tank, we'll just class that as a whole thing. But I would like to put seahorses in it, mate, because I love them. They're amazing. And like, there's a guy comes in called Rainer. He breeds seahorses, so he's kind of like got me right into that kind of thing. So yeah, definitely number 1 on the bucket list would be marine. I'd like a tank big enough for arowana, but it'd have to be big for it to be sit right in my head. I don't for 1 minute want to put an arowana in a tank where it can't stretch to its full capacity, if you will. But like, I don't know, mate. I love all kinds of stuff. I'm not one that goes out and thinks, right, I want to go and get them. I did do it with the CPDs, but I got them for the shrimp tank, for the CO2 tank, because I wanted CPDs. But I'm a bit more impulse buying, really. Kind of go in a shop. See, I had one fish that I really, really wanted and kind of hunted down for 12 months. And that was a blue panac. Wanted a blue panac. Couldn't get them anywhere. Obviously, I can't order online really that much around here. It's always put me off. So I eventually Maidenhead Aquatics in Wigan. I go in there, tank of blue panacs. Wow, I'm like proper buzzing. There's about 20 in there. And I say to the guy, that I'm friendly with the guy in there, he's a really nice guy. I was like, blue panacs, mate, I want 2. He's like, can't sell them yet. They've only just come in and they're like prone to white spot. He says they're covered in it, they are proper covered in it. So I left my number, he was going to ring me. And he never rung me. And I actually rang them back about 10 days later and said, have the blue panacs ready yet? And they were like, no, they all died. So it took ages to get blue panacs. Then eventually I get a blue panac from, I won't say the place. And I could only get one. It cost me 80 quid. 80 quid on the day. And then within the next week, it cost me £2,000. Because whatever came in with that fish wiped out my entire tank behind me. Everything in it. Within 3 days of, and so something entered the water that day. I don't know. But yeah, I would like a blue panac, but I've been kind of scared off from them quite a little bit. I know it's right, Tracy. It's right though, isn't it? It's just putting the word out, isn't it? I count my shrimp every day. It's true. It's true. Well, the shrimp, when my shrimp started taking off, I was like counting 8, and then I'm like, oh, 12, and it gets like 20. And one day I counted 120, and I'm like, right, you can stop counting them now. They're definitely breeding. They're definitely breeding. But you count them. It's crazy, especially like news. I don't know. I'll do it again. I'm always counting up just to make sure. It was a wounder, Tracy, proper wounder, and I contacted the shop because they knew me. They knew me. I used to go in there every Tuesday, and the guy, I used to see the same guy, and I think they were on commission because when I walked in, you could see like pound signs in his eyes because he knew that I'd be spending at least like 100 quid in there. This tank here, I got everything from there. The only thing I didn't get from there was the actual, like the tank and the stand, but everything else that went in there, the filter, lights, everything, the substrate, wood, plants, the lot all came from the same place. So he knew how much money I'd spent in there, and it was like easily a couple of grand, and it was like more of a specialist fish tank as well. I'd kind of gone for things that were a little bit more expensive, yeah, and it wiped them out, and I contacted them and they weren't interested. In fact, I kind of slagged them off a little bit on Facebook, not on Facebook, on Google, kind of gave them a bad review, because I thought, you know what, when you go into a shop and you spend that kind of money, to me, they should be like, right, we'll help you out a little bit. You know what I mean? And show a bit of a bit of gratis. And then he tried slagging me off as well, so we ended up having a bit of an argument on Google on his reviews. He didn't make himself look that great, really, for a shop owner. For a shop owner whose customers spends £2,000 in his shop on fish, it's like, that's £2,000 on fish, guys. That's not including the substrate, the rocks. I went in there and bought, it's like 300 quid's worth of rocks in there. I went in there one day and just bought 300 quid's worth of rocks. To me, customers like that are the ones that you need to look after. If something goes wrong, you need to kind of help them out a little bit. I don't buy from there anymore, Qua. There's only really, there's not that many shops I buy from now, and now I like scrutinise. I'll be honest, if I go in a shop and there's more than 2 fish dead in all the tanks around, I won't buy from there that day. I'm now proper strict. You shouldn't really be seeing like dead fish, but let's face it, we all know that you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it in that environment where they've just been shipped maybe for days, so you know you're gonna get that little bit anyway. But yeah, if I see more than 2 dead fish in a tank, I don't buy, and I only really buy from certain shops now. You know your bamboo shrimp, Tracy? Are they the ones with the I kind of call them jazz hands, but they're not. Are they the ones that like do that? Is that the bamboo shrimp? The filter feeders, aren't they? Is that what are that the ones? Because I'd like some of them, but I can't have them in either of these tanks. They're awesome. I do call it jazz hands because they're like they're proper mad. I'd like them. They grow. I might put them in I might put a couple in the CO2 tank. Maybe see how they go. Spent a fortune in there, Tracer, and that was it. I am one of them, me mate. Though, if I've done a lot of my life in retail, and the customer's always right bit is wrong. They're not always right, but with customers that spend good money with you, you kind of look after them. Because I know I've been into a wholesalers. If you can ever get yourself into an aquarium wholesaler, yeah, that probably is why it pissed me off a little bit more, because I know what they pay. I know what the markup is, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I know they've got their outgoings and all that, and I'm not asked about that. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, he could have very easily said, right, I'll tell you what, I'll meet you kind of halfway. Because like the lad, like I say, the lad who served me, every time I go in, he'd be like, he'd see me, and you could see him like, yes, I'm gonna make some money today. And he'd be like, I'm just serving, mate, and I'll come and see you. And he'd just like bypass everyone and come to me because he knew I'd be buying. And he was like, let me have a look round. And then it was a great shop as well. That's what really annoys me. It's such a great shop. Bamboo shrimp get pretty big. See, I don't know how. What's something you won't get along with? It's the angelfish and the one behind me, mate. And I think the rainbows and the cribs would probably have a bit of a go as well. But they are cool. They are cool though. I know Richard's got a blue crayfish as well. I don't think he's ever done a video on that though. But that blue crayfish looks cool as. But I think like that, I don't think it'd fit in my like a big blue crayfish. I don't think it'd fit in my planted tanks. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, it does quite. Going to the wholesalers opens your eyes up massively. It does, mate. It does. You could buy like I went into wholesalers in the 90s because I looked into opening my own business, hiring, setting up and maintaining, hiring costs and all that, going to like fitting restaurants with aquariums. So I went in. They don't really let you go in unless you've got a license to sell pets, but I explained that the business I was doing wouldn't need a license to sell pets, so they let me in. But you could buy where you'd get a bunch of plants, like say that I'd have 2 or 3 plants in, you might pay like £1 a plant. Back in the day, you'd have a bunch of 100 plants for £8, and it was like, what? What? Honestly, crazy, absolutely crazy. I won using my shrimp tank. He's doing well. Love the vampire shrimp too. Would love those. Those beautiful marine shrimp. Oh, the marine shrimp are amazing, mate. Can't think what it was called. I used to follow him on the Silawazi. Is it Silawazi shrimp? Oh, that damn. I think it's Silawazi or something like that. But yeah, they're spectacular. I like Riley shrimp as well, but you don't really see them around here. They're the ones like either Riley or Riley. I'm not quite sure. RLI. I think it is something like that. They're the ones that have like an opaque middle. They're pretty cool as well. They're a Neocaridina as well, so they're quite a bit easier to look after. The Caridina, the crystals, they're a lot harder. But it depends where you are. They won't survive in the water around here. I know this for a fact because I've probably bought about 50 of them in the past, and I've no luck with them either. Yeah, mate, this is the thing, Quite, they do pay pennies, they do, mate. They do. It's kind of frightening. Well, when I went into the wholesalers, and it's like going back to the 90s, I know, yes, I am that old. I know I only look 21, but back in the 90s, so I go in there and I bought everything for to set up my piranha tank, and it cost me, so for the tank, filter, lights, heaters, plants. Back in the day, you didn't have soil; it was just like substrate and an under gravel filter and with an air pump. That's kind of how it was back in the day, and all that, and it was less than £100. Canister filter, everything less than £100. It's crazy, crazy prices, and that even then, like that would have cost like way more than that. the costs are crazy on the marine. Actually, I was talking to a mate of mine yesterday about it, and he was like, if you did a marine, would you go like and get a small one? I was like, no, I'd probably go big and just grow it over time, just because obviously we all know how hard small tanks are to look after. Big tanks kind of look after themselves, so. But it's definitely one I'll be going for, mate. Definitely. You know what, garden mechanics, £100. Yeah, it wouldn't get you anything, would it? You'd be like, you say £100. I think £100, you'd probably be able to get a little 1 foot tank, a bag of soil, a bag of like gravel to throw over the top, smallest filter you can get, maybe a bit of wood, and a few plants, and your £100 has well and truly gone on it. Well and truly gone. It's unreal. Scary, innit? The prices we have to pay now, really. But we pay it, don't we? That's the problem, innit? Shame. Do it. You can always do it over Insta though, Tracy. You can always share stuff over Insta, can't you? I've been doing that with quite a lot of people on here. Will, Pete in the past. I've had quite a few where we do share quite a lot on Insta. So Ken, the guy who's going to jump on the live stream with us on Saturday, he always. I came home today to check my Insta, and I come home today and to a nice few pictures of his pork that he smoked on Saturday's stream. So we have a guy that comes in from the States, and he's always like, he's our resident smoker, and he was smoking pork, shoulder pork on Saturday for 24 hours. And like I say, I got a picture of it when I come home from work. Oh my God, it looks amazing. I've been talking away. I've just realised how far I'm behind on chat, guys. That's bloody crazy. Or am I? I might not be. I might not be as far as I thought. I'm not as far as I thought. I don't know why the chat had just shot right back up to the front, not to the top. Yeah, the homewort grows rapid, mate. I use that Brazilian pennywort, and it's actually moving the wave makers kind of disrupted it all. So I'm gonna have to do it all, weave it all again. But as you'll know, on my rainbow tank, I have that massive clump of anubias, and it's all like dark green. So I've used the Brazilian pennywort, and I kind of weave it through the anubias, so you get like the light green leaves, all light. It's like lilies, aren't they? Light green leaves of that though coming through. Just breaks it up and makes it look pretty decent. Put it on eBay, Garden Mechanics. You sell loads, mate. I'm gonna have to do something with all the anubias I've got here. Gosh, I've got like loads of it. Yeah, hopefully coming. We kind of kick off on round about 2 o'clock, Tracy, on a Saturday. But all kinds of stuff gets talked about. Honestly, it's mad. Doesn't always stay like fish related. It goes all over the show. I probably had a 20-minute rant on Saturday about Mike Tyson. To be perfectly honest, I was like, I think I even offered him out. I was that annoyed on Saturday with Mike Tyson. I think I offered him out. I was like, you know what? I could take you without even training. That's how. And it's hard for me to say that because I like proper grew up on Mike Tyson. So that's the thing with frog bait, innit? Just crazy, innit? I'm lucky. I've never kind of been infested with it in the tanks, but I've just got rid of all my floating plants. I like red root floaters. I do like red root floaters, but the flow's too big and too much in the bigger tanks. The angelfish eat it if I put it in that tank, and yeah, I've kind of took the. I don't really know how I've done it, but I've ended up taking all the red root, everything, every floating plant out of the shrimp tank. I don't know why I've done it. Something I've done it for. I must have done it. I've obviously done it, but I don't. I've obviously thought why. Oh, I'm not having this back in when I've been doing the tank and just throwing it all away. But I don't really know why. I don't know. We all do our little spur of the moment things, don't we? You know what, garden mechanics? I said Iron Mike should be tinfoil. Tinfoil Tyson now. That's what it is. It's crap. It was an embarrassment. I just think he's sold out. He's tarnished his career and sold out the sport that made him what he was. And it's pretty bad. Got this lettuce. The water lettuce is good, Tracer. I think the water lettuce is the one with the long roots as well in it. That gives a great effect, you know. The water lettuce, when they get the long roots, I used to have them in the rainbow tank and it used to be alright because the Anubias does kind of like calm the flow down quite a lot, so you could have them, but like the long roots is so good when your fish are swimming through them roots. Dwarf water lettuce, yeah, I believe though they are illegal in the UK again, but you can get it because like pond owners will take it into shops and that, but it's actually illegal. It's massively invasive apparently. I think that's a red root. I'm not sure if the water lettuce goes red, mate. I know red root floaters do, but you need like really strong light and I always thought CO2, but maybe iron, maybe iron. Knowing a little bit more now about it. I don't even think he'd get that right. Tinkerbell, he'd end up messing that up as well, mate. Proper let me down, really. I felt really like, not that he lost, I just felt like he sold out. He did 2 rounds and he weren't great in them. Them training videos that they showed was like, hang on a minute, did they get a lookalike? Because he was nothing like that. Even like when he was walking down to the ring, it was like, hang on a minute. In the training videos, he's like really, I get it with the age. So like in the training videos, he like proper like tight skin, like young skin, if you will. But when he was walking down to the ring, he was all wrinkly and he like, hang on a minute. Just, yeah, didn't make. I think we got conned, to be perfectly honest. Wow, I haven't, mate. I'm going to look at that now, though. That booster philandra. Now I've got my laptop. Yeah, I can kind of check it out a little bit. I'll tell you, right. So here's a little story. I'll tell you while I'm typing this out. So, so a few years ago, Tropica did an April Fool's joke that they was launching a blue Anubias called Anubias Smurf, right? Yeah. It was an April Fool, 1st of April launch, yeah. Which would be great if you saw it on the 1st of April and then they deleted it. But they didn't. They kept it on. And I saw it round about November. And what is it? It's Anubias brownie. Bruce brownie. What is it? 2011. Anyway, so they launch. They do this thing, and like I say, I see it in November. Oh yeah, mate, that's proper nice, isn't it? So I'll show everyone what it looks like a little bit. I don't know if you can see it. The light's dying a little bit, but yeah, that's really nice. So yeah, I was on the hunt for Anubias Smurf for like nearly 12 months, and then found out it was a April Fool joke. I'll show you it though, because it's out there. The picture of it's out there and everything. But yeah, turned out it was a fake, but it looks real. That's the thing. It looks real. Let me see if we can blow up the picture. Ah. So yeah, I kind of felt like a bit of an idiot really, because I was like, I'd been out looking for it and everything. Yeah, it was really good. That. I just want to try and make it a bit bigger. I'll let me make it bigger though. Anyway, Google it, Anubias Smurf. It's like a purple leaf, but it's non-existent. It doesn't exist. So I fell for an April Fool joke about 6 months after. It's not on that, is it? It's not that, innit? I will. I'll look deeper into that though. Quite it does look looks decent, but that's pretty expensive, innit? Be great if you could get. I got well and truly smurfed, mate. Be great if you could get that brownie ghost growing under CO2 though, wouldn't it? You could make a fair bit of cash on that. Felt proper hard because I honestly I had my heart set on it and everything. Bastards. It's okay if you thought on April Fool's Day, innit? You can, if you see it on that day, you're like, yeah, it's an April Fool, you know it. If you see it in November, it doesn't even enter your head that it's an April Fool joke. Not on. Proper not on that. Out of order. Out of order. Discount for subscribers. Guys, it's nearly 10:05. I'm going to call it a day. We are back Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, there will be a short video. It's actually my crebensis in the rainbow fish tank have brought out quite a shed load of babies today. So, so that launches tomorrow. Like I say, we're back Wednesday. Thanks to everyone that's been in tonight. Will, Qua, Tracy, Garden Mechanics, everybody that's been in, Mike Myers, thanks everybody. Qua, so I'm going to go through, so see Roblox if you're still in, I'm not quite sure. Dane, thanks again, mate. Hopefully we'll see you Wednesday. Keep safe, guys. Have a good evening, and thanks again for joining us. See you soon.